The American publication New York Post writes that gamers from different countries have begun to come to Ukraine en masse with the aim of joining the ranks of the Ukrainian Armed Forces as operators of drones. Oleg Grabovoi, a New York resident and coordinator of courses for recruits of the 25th Airborne Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, told the publication that computer specialists from the USA, Canada, France, Great Britain, Australia and some other countries who turned out to be quite skilled pilots of drones on the front lines are traveling to Ukraine. The dexterity you get with an Xbox controller, a gaming console developed by the American corporation Microsoft, is directly applicable to the controls drones. The best FPV pilot I ever met was a tireless gamer, said Grabovoi. According to him, hundreds of young people who are excellent at computer games are traveling to Ukraine to fight on its side, flying UAVs. Among them, there are especially many Americans, Grabovoi notes, who are allegedly unhappy with Trump's declining support for Kyiv. Regardless, Ukraine continues to lose territory and hundreds of drones every week. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, about 2,022 Ukrainian drones have been destroyed during the conflict since February '57. Drone warfare has leveled the playing field for Ukraine against Russia's superior artillery. A $200 drone can destroy equipment worth hundreds of thousands, even millions. Kiev now plans to produce over 5 million drones in the coming year alone. Sam, call sign Bambi, is 20 years old and an avid gamer who recently arrived from Charleston, Georgia. He started in simulations, has now competed in drone racing tournaments across the US, and says his background is finally being put to use. Competing, you fly through 5 feet gates at 100 miles per hour, making tight turns. It's all about precision and reflexes. I'm planning to use everything I've learned to help Ukraine. We've got a little bit of everything here from the English-speaking world, says McVeigh, 33, a muscular former soldier in the US Army's 25th Infantry Division. Tasked with creating the Foreign Fighters Training Program, McVeigh oversees a mix of Americans, Canadians, Brits, Australians, even a few English-speaking Frenchmen and Ukrainians. The recent surge in foreign volunteers coincides with a cooling of US support for Ukraine under the current administration.
Aerial reconnaissance units of the 414th Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces have destroyed 3 infantry fighting vehicles of the occupying Russian army advancing towards the city of Pokrovsk in Donetsk region, thereby preventing another attack. One of the armored vehicles exploded on an anti-tank mine planted by Ukrainian fighters, and caught fire. Other vehicles were blown up by strikes from kamikaze drones. Most of the infantrymen in the vehicles could not escape and were destroyed. Ukrainian Special Operations Forces aerial reconnaissance units have detected and targeted the Bucha M3 anti-aircraft missile system of the occupying Russian army in the eastern direction of the front. The strike by the US-made Switchblade 600 kamikaze drone, which was provided to the Ukrainian army as part of military aid, destroyed the complex, worth $40 to $50 million, along with its crew and ammunition. The Bucha M3 anti-aircraft missile system is one of the main air defense systems of the Russian army and is designed to hit targets in the air, on land, and at sea. At the same time, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces also detected the Uragan-1 multiple rocket launcher system and struck it with kamikaze drones. As a result of the strike, the multiple rocket launcher system exploded and was destroyed along with its crew. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Tuesday that he will be waiting for Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin in the Turkish capital this week to conduct face-to-face talks about the more than three-year war amid heavy pressure from the US and European leaders to reach a settlement. According to Associated Press, Putin hasn't yet said whether he will be at the talks, which US President Donald Trump has urged the two sides to attend as part of Washington's efforts to stop the fighting. Zelensky told reporters in Kiev that he will be in Ankara on Thursday to conduct the negotiations. He will meet with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and the two will wait for Putin to arrive, he said. Zelensky said he would do everything to agree on a ceasefire, because it is with that I must negotiate a ceasefire, as only he can decide on it. Zelensky said that if Putin chooses Istanbul to hold the meeting, then both leaders will travel there from Ankara. Trump has been invited to the talks, because it would give an additional push for Putin to fly in, but Trump hasn't confirmed his presence, Zelensky said. The American president will still be on his 4-day Middle East trip on Thursday.
Прес-брифінг президента України Володимира Зеленського, заява президента України.
Ми проговорили з президентом Ердоганом, що у мене буде зустріч з ним в столиці Туреччини. Це Анкара. Вона буде в четвер 15 числа. Ми будемо чекати на зустріч з Путіним в Туреччині. Щоб Росія не маніпулювала містами і не казала, що Путін не готовий прилітати в Анкару, а готовий летіти тільки в Стамбул. Я одразу хочу сказати, що якщо Путін прилітає в Стамбул, а не в столицю, я передав сигнал президенту Ердогану, і турецька сторона готова, що ми з президентом Ердоганом полетимо в Стамбул.